welcome back everybody. Hopefully you liked the last video I did on the tail light on Project Spaceball. Well, today we're still working on Project Spaceball, and it's all about adding more gold accents. I've already did one right here, the lower gauge for actually the tachometer. These were black, and these are the Defiant collection from Harley. Johnny from JRD Restorations did the powder coating. He had to strip the old powder coating off and repowder coat them to the color that I chose, which is to match the rest of the bike. I already prepped the speedometer, and you have to clean your areas where you're going to put the 3M double-sided tape. I'm up here, thank you.
Well, no, I guess
that's okay. The 3M double-sided tape with rubbing alcohol. Apply your double-sided tape, and then you're going to peel off the red backing. That's one. That one came out easy. Oh, this one's coming off easy. These usually give me a hard time and argue with me. Well, this one's starting to argue. Come here, you little.
You jinxed it.
Don't make me. There we go. That came right off. All right. And you want to clean the inside. Even though these are freshly powder coated, you still want to clean the inside of them to get the double-sided tape to stick. And once you have it, you push it in, it will actually stick and hold in place. So that's that. So there's the gauges. I think that looks great. That's okay. You all right?
Yeah.
Mel's falling for me, guys.
I fell in there.
Camera girl's falling for me. All right, what's next are these levers right here. Now, these levers are for the regular Road Glide, Street Glide, Ultra Limited levers. They're a little bit longer than what's supposed to be here, but these were here for temporary purposes only. And we're going to go over what you need to do. So I'm going to be saving these, and I already have some in chrome, and I have these in black, so if anybody needs some, let me know. So what you want to do is take your new lever, which is powder coated in the gold. I think that looks good. It's going to go in the hole. But before we do that, we got to put the O-ring on it. Put a little thread locker on the bolt or the screw. And thread locker is everything, guys. It will keep your motorcycle together. Because you got to remember, Harley-Davidsons are a low vibration, a low frequency vibration, which will cause things to loosen up, where your metric bikes are a high frequency vibration, which don't loosen up as easily, but they will loosen up. So make sure you take one gasket, put that on over, because that will help make your bag water resistant. Won't be waterproof, but it'll be water resistant. Put this in its location. We're going to take a little blue Loctite, or sorry, I keep saying Loctite, it's thread locker. This is not made by Loctite. I have some from Gorilla. I'm just waiting to hear back from those guys if they want to partner up in my channel. I hope so. So there you have it. As you can see, I'm doing a lot of gold accents to this bike. I got more to come on. Now, if you look, compare the right side lever to the left side, you can see where this one is further away from the bag, and the black compared to the gold. I purposely like the gold a little bit better. What do you think, honey?
Yeah, you can't even see this one.
No, what's that?
Why is that out so far?
Because it's made for the other style saddlebags, like on our CVO, the Road Glides, the Street Glides, the ST.
Oh, let me get out of the way.
No, you're not in the way.
I gotta give you more camera space. There you go.
Oh, okay.
I didn't think you wanted a shot of your arm.
No. So just to give you an idea, here, she asked, why was it sticking out so far? You could see the difference between the ones that are made for the Lowrider ST bags and the regular, Street Glides and Road Glides and Ultras and Limiteds and things like that. The shank's a little longer.
Yeah, I see that now.
Okay, excellent. So we got a lot of gold going on this bike today. As you can see over there on the table, there's some more pieces. Down on the lift, there's some more pieces. But we're going to go over all of that, and we're going to do it all together. And we're really going to make this bike look amazing.
38%.
38% on the battery? That's fine.
Okay.
We'll change the battery out as soon as we get done with this project. I think the camera girl's doing good, guys. This is her 3rd video. Leave me a comment down below. What do you think? Do you think camera girl's doing a great job?
Trying.
I think she is.
And it sticks up because it's happy to see you.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's happy to see me.
I'm sorry.
Don't apologizing for you being you. All right, now since we have the T20 out, wow, that looks so much better.
There we go.
I like the accent. While we have the T20
Accents.
out, we're going to come around to this side, and we're going to do what used to be the old points cover, which there's nothing behind it on the Twin Cams and the Milwaukee 8s. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the screws out. I had this in here temporarily while this was off at powder coat because I just don't like leaving that just like that. It's not attractive. So, and they tell you up. So, up.
Would it make a difference?
It goes here.
Nope.
And
So what if you put the up upside down?
I don't know. That's only in Australia. What's up, Kazemoto? If you're here, comment down below. You guys put the up upside pointing down in Australia?
Yes.
Since you're on the other side of the planet?
The toilets flush the other way, supposedly.
Yeah, do the toilets flush the opposite way? That I'd like to find out. I've never been to Australia.
Neither have I.
So I got one screw in there to hold it. I'm going to put the other screw in. So once I get that screw in-ish, I'll take the other one out, put a little thread locker on there. And we'll reinstall it, tighten them both up, and then I have the 131 badge to go over that. But before I do, that's good and tight like a German virgin. Good and tight like a German virgin. So what we're going to do is clean that off with some rubbing alcohol, which I have to acquire.
Leave it out.
Rubbing alcohol, a fresh clean rag. I know because I've been using it with the rubbing alcohol for the gauge rings. That's going to be fun keeping clean. What do you think, honey?
It should. Well, yeah, should be fine. As long as you don't ride in the mud.
Well, you never know when you get caught in the rain or sleet or snow or what have you.
Snow.
Okay.
Only happened once.
So we got a new 130. Okay, guys, now we got the bike up, and I'm on the left side of the bike. We're going to do the shift linkage. I've already pre-loosened up the jam nuts over here because what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to replace this rod because the rod ends are still good. So I want to loosen this up. No, not so easy. Come on. Somebody must put thread locker on here. I wonder who that was. Must have been me. Wow. That is tight. And the reason why I started down here is I didn't want to scratch the new cover for the coil. Hey guys, leave me down in the comments below. What do you think of the gold edition so far on the bike? Is that something you would have thought of doing? Is that something you're like, it's a little too over the top, a little too flashy? Let me know your opinion. I'm kind of curious. Yes, there's a lot of thread locker on there. I got a new tool inside. I'm going to show you how we're going to clean that up. It's actually a pretty cool tool. So I'm going to unspin this from here. And then we're going to spin this one off. Isn't that cool that we could do that? We'll take these off the end. And we'll just take this off of here. So we'll put this back on. But before actually, no, I don't need any thread locker on this because, why is that, boys and girls? Because it has jam nuts on both sides. All right, let me get that tool and I'll be right back. All right, guys, here's that cool tool. Look at that. Isn't that cool? What it is, it's a thread cleaner. So what you want to do is match it up to which hole matches the best. You're going to take your drill and just going to run it in and out a few times. And it cleans up your threads. Now I'm going to go to the smaller one, try to get in there, really clean it up. Remember how nasty that looked. Look how it is now. Isn't that awesome? Like I said, this is a cool tool. And we like cool tools. So this goes on like that. This will go here. A little bit of our thread locker blue medium strength from Permatex. By the way, this video is not sponsored by Permatex either. So Permatex, if you're listening, you want to sponsor this channel, you're more than welcome to. So I'm going to cheat and use my impact gun here. And just going to double check that it's nice and tight. And it is. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to tighten up the jam nuts. That's one. And by God, that's two. That look good? Now I gotta get a, looks like a T45. I'm sorry, T27 for there. So, and there's a T27. Now we're gonna move on to the coil cover. I think this is looking good. I think this is looking great. I need a ratchet because it's too tight. Too tight. Instead of too fast, too furious, too tight, too furious. Yeah, I'm getting corny. It's because I'm happy. All right, there it is. Now that's nice and loose. Take that out. This gets put to the side because we have this. We have this. This goes right there. This collar goes right on the inside. A little bit of Permatex thread locker goes through the coil. All right, so guys, the battery just died. GoPro batteries suck, you know that. So I just had this started and now we're gonna tighten it up. And it's starting to get crooked on me, so I'll probably do in the future, guys, is this chrome bolt, I'll probably take off and paint black. But what do you think? That looks cool. With the shift rod, with the lower rocker boxes. Now I do have the custom derby cover I ordered in Daytona. It has not come in yet. Yeah, that, guys, I ordered that on March 7th. And it's April 27th. it's been quite a while, and I've reached out to them. They're a little behind, but they're getting to it, and it does say Spaceballs the bike. But while we're here, I got to get something because we need to address a major problem that we got going on over here. And if you see it, you can't read it anymore. Plus 17 equals 131-ish, and that's a plus sign. There we go. Custom dirt recover complete. I know, I'm stupid, right? But who cares? All right, guys, one of the last pieces of gold to put on this bike is the side transmission cover. Now, I've already taken the exhaust off because that is going to be in the Sawiki Speed exhaust upgrade video, which will be out after this one. So watch for that video. The exhaust has to come off to get to the side transmission cover, which is right here. And one of the things you want to do before you loosen all your bolts here is, for me, on my cable, it's a 7/16. You just want to loosen this up. Now, for the guys with the hydraulic clutches, to change this cover, it's simple. It's 2 screws. The cover comes off. Throw the cover on, put the screws back on, and you're done. It's that simple. However, with the cable clutch, it's a little bit more in depth. So one of the first things we have to do is come around to the other side of the bike and up underneath here. Let me see if I can get you under here. You can see that, let me find it. There is a, let's see, that's motor. Trying to find the transmission. That's motor, that's primary. And transmission is over on the other side. It's not like the baggers. I apologize. So it's right over here, right where my finger is. Hopefully you guys can see that. And what you want to do is take a 5/8 wrench or socket on a ratchet. I'm trying to work one-handed, sorry guys. Camera girl had to go to the store. So you want to loosen that up. And let me get the drain plug under, or drain pan underneath it. All right, so you want to loosen that up and pull out your drain plug. And drain my fresh, brand new transmission fluid. But that's okay. This transmission fluid's had lots of flushes. And roughly another 550 miles, it'll get flushed again for the 1K service for the motor. Because I believe in doing all the services at the same time. So while that's draining, we can go ahead and loosen up all of our bolts here. We're not going to take them off. We're not going to crack the seal. We're just going to take them, make them loose. Because one of the things we have to do, which we haven't done yet, is on the other side, I believe it's a 7/16 inch. We have to take all the adjustment out of the clutch cable. Not the clutch adjustment, the clutch cable, which is right here. And that's a 7/16. And that's a 2 7/16. So I gotta get a second 7/16 wrench. So let me do that. Look at that, huh guys? Nice and organized. Sort of. Like I always say, you gotta stay organized. All right, hopefully you guys can see this. I'm gonna try and angle the camera so you can. Right here, okay. So I'm going to take all the adjustment out of the clutch cable, not the clutch. And how do I do that, you say? Well, what you want to do is on this spacer here, you just want to thread it down, you know, so you don't have any more threads exposed. Let me get this done and we'll get back to it on the other side. Okay. Now that we got our clutch cable, all the slack taken out of it, transmission fluid is drained, we're just going to start removing our screws for the side transmission cover. Now inside of here, there is a snap ring we have to remove. And try not to make a mess, which I always do. I'm going to let this drain a little bit. Now, what do I say about gaskets? Never reuse gaskets or seals. So we're not going to reuse this gasket or seal. Even though this gasket was just put in here not too long ago when I put the cable clutch, the one-piece cable clutch in. I don't know if you guys remember when I mentioned that, getting ready, doing the motor swap on this. So I do have a brand new clutch cable for it, and here is the snap ring that has to come off. Basically there's two holes, one here, one there, that you're going to put your snap ring pliers in, compress that and pull the ring out. And then behind this plate there are 3 ball bearings, and then a base plate. This is the ramp up plate. And then this cable comes off, then you unthread this, and then you reassemble it in the opposite order. Thread in your cable, put your ramps together, connect your cable, and away you go. So let me get this disassembled and then we'll work together. Okay, I got that snap ring out. Now let's take a look here. This piece comes out, and there's those 3 ball bearings I was telling you about. You don't want to lose them, so put them on a rag, and then this piece comes out, and this, you have to kind of find the sweet spot for this to come off, or you could do it like that. Now, since we already loosened up our cable, we're going to just thread this off, just like this. Oh, you guys aren't even seeing it. Now we're going to thread this off. Sorry, guys. So used to having camera girl here. Camera girl! Or camera woman. Whichever you are. There we go. Now, we could put our new gold one on. Let me grab that and I'll be right back. Okay guys, I replaced the O-ring that's inside of here, and it's getting dirty already. So, and I threaded the cable in. So let's rebuild our ramp system. This here goes down in here like that, and you can see right here where it keys in. This is going to be difficult. Let me get this going here. All right, drop our 3 ball bearings in here. And now we hook up our cable. All right, so that spins just like this and goes in just like that. Oh, so nice. Now our snap ring. So what I like to do is get it started here. Grab our snap ring pliers. And this is going to give me an argument. I know it will. But I'm a firm believer is mechanic always wins. See, it's already arguing with me. So let's change our view so you can see what's going on. So here we go. We got it started in basically halfway in one groove. you're going to squeeze it. Ow, watch your fingers, because it does hurt when it snaps like that. And we're going to try it again. And we're going to keep going until we get it. Let's see, maybe I could do it on try number 2. Nope. All right, let's try number 3. Okay guys, look, I got it in. It's in good shape. It's in the groove where it needs to be. So now we would take our fresh new gasket right on the transmission. Take our nice, freshly powder coated, yeah baby, slap that right on there. And now we got different length screws. So the short ones go to the top. These long ones are on the side and the bottom. Now, what I'm going to do is grab some thread locker. Now I got the 4 screws in there holding it. So I'm going to start with 1 and do 2, 3, 4, so on and so on. And these here will be all thread locked. I've already cleaned up all the screws while the camera was off. I don't think you guys needed to see that. But again, the thread locker, you apply a little bit to the threads, and then that's it. So you have an idea what I'm talking about with the thread locker. And then I'll back this up in a minute, and then everybody can take a look and see what this looks like against the engine and everything else. And this should be the last one. And I'm going to put a ratchet on it just to make sure. It's 1, going in a crisscross pattern, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to wipe this down a little bit. Let's get a good look at it, what it looks like all together. Oh, I got to tighten up. Wrong size, that's on the other side. Got to tighten up our clutch cable. Be careful not to over tighten these guys. So there you have it. What do you think? We got the gold on the top. We got the gold for the bag latches. Got the gold for the transmission, timing cover, lifter blocks, push rod, I won't say caps, but collars, lower rocker arm. We got the coil cover in gold, the shift linkage in gold, and I have the chain guard in gold, but I got to fabricate a mount for that to pick it up because the chain is thicker than the belt. So I still have that to do. I still have the exhaust to put on, but what's left for gold? Well, guys, I'll tell you in a minute. All right, I also have to do the sissy bar. What's left for gold? Well, I will be doing the front and back wheels in the gold. I will be doing the levers in the gold. And when at one of the rallies, I'm going to have all this done in the gold, maybe Daytona next year for the spring rally. All right, guys, hey. And that's it for the gold upgrades on Project Spaceball for now. Hey, if you like this video and you'd like to see more videos like this, please give me a like and subscribe down below. And I got a whole playlist of this Project Spaceball build-up, if you haven't seen it yet, to include the live motor swap and the building up of this motor. And I still have more parts coming for this bike, which is the HPI 70mm intake manifold and tunnel ram intake. So we got more parts coming. More parts, more fun, more power, more speed. That's what Spaceball is all about. All right, guys, until the next one, live the best life you can. Ride often and ride hard.